What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that is just for you younger guys who just either don't stop to think or just don't understand or just don't get it. And I mean, I guess some of the older guys too that have been around. And I got an email and I asked this guy if I could go ahead and talk about this on the video, that I would leave his name out of it and stuff like that, so that, you know, it wouldn't bring up any issues for him. And he said, yeah, by all means, thanks. And here's what his email was, okay? Excuse me, my speaking voice. He said, I'm a viewer and a fan of your YouTube channel. I was wondering if you could give me some advice. I took a Prohormone called Emdrol. Okay, Emdrol is the one that I took. Okay, it's a Superdrol clone that came out by Competitive Edge Labs, CEL, which also had the Tren Extreme and a couple other ones. And they also had like a PCT supplement, all kinds of shit that they came out with. And since then have been, I don't know if the company gets shut down or if they just stopped producing it because they were illegal. One way or the other, it's no longer on the market. So he said he took it when he was 18 years old. He took it for 4 weeks. He said then he did Nolvadex, which would be a drug. It's an anti-estrogen, for 4 weeks for his PCT. Now here's a question I get from all you guys all the time anyways. You know, PCT this, PCT that. PCT doesn't work. It delays the inevitable. It delays the crash that's going to happen after you come off of whatever you're taking. Okay, so what it is, actual PCT is used in a bridge inside hormone replacement therapy. So what happens is if you're on a testosterone gel like Androgel for a year, and all of a sudden your testosterone levels are still high when you get tested, but you feel like shit, your body's not able to use that testosterone. So now what happens is they pull you off the test and put you on HCG and maybe like a 0.25 milligrams of Arimidex every 5 days or whatever for a period of time to bridge you over and not make you feel like shit while you're off the test cycle or the test gel or whatever they give you until you go back on again. Then you feel normal. So in essence, it's a bridge. It doesn't solve a situation. I had a good friend that came off a few years ago after been a heavy steroid user for years. He was an HCG for like almost 2 years and his testosterone never came back on its own. So, you know, it's a complete fallacy that, oh, you just take some HCG and your body comes back to normal. Nah, that's not how it works. You take some Clomid and you just, nah, that's not how it works. If you play, you've got to pay. And what I'm going to explain in this video is you may pay more of a price than you actually wanted to pay in the beginning because you're either naive or you just don't understand how it works. So that's what the purpose of the BioS3 channel is, to explain to you guys the shit that nobody else is telling you guys. So after his Nolvadex, he's now 21 years old. Okay, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's been years since he took anything, and especially it was just that one thing that was legal to buy on the market, on the shelves of the stores or online. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't on the black market. He said had all his levels checked and they're normal. However, ever since he took the Prohormone, he's never really been the same. Okay, so he has a problem maintaining an erection. He was wondering if maybe I could give him this advice as to what to do or what to take because of this problem, other than like erectile dysfunction pills like Viagra or Cialis or whatever, Vitro, whatever the fuck they are. And, you know, he said it's totally different than what he was when he was 18. Now, obviously, when you get older, things are going to change. You're not going to be like you were 18 years anymore. You're not going to be super stud man like you were 18. But 21, you should still be in the super stud mode. So, bottom line is you're actually feeling something that's there. Your body's telling you something. For whatever it is, whatever reason, this, and it's not a Prohormone, it's a drug. I mean, the way he described it, he said, I took a Prohormone called Emdrol. It's a fucking drug. It's a steroid. You took it when you were 18. Genetically predisposed, it's quite possible that it has fucked you up somehow for the rest of your life. And there may be nothing you can do about it. I mean, I don't have any suggestions. If you've been off it for 3 years and it hasn't turned itself around and you've been normal afterwards, there's a good possibility it's not going to happen, okay? Now, you said you had all your levels checked and they're normal. What's normal? So it's like if you had your levels checked in, let's say your testosterone should be between 100 to 600 or 300 to 600 or 300 to 500 or whatever your range is, and you've got to test it for the first time and it's 300. Well, that's in the range of normal, but is that normal for you or is that normal? It's not necessarily normal for you. Maybe you were 700 before you took the Emdrol, and now you're 300 and you're seeing the effects that way. You could have had a testosterone level of 1,000 before you took it. If you weren't tested, you didn't know what it was, and now you come back to 300, the doctor says you're normal. So it's all relevant as to, you know, you had to have gotten tested before you took the supplement and then tested after to see what had changed, which it doesn't sound like that's what you did, because at 18 you don't think about things like that. You just go, I want to be huge, I'm going to get some chicks. And you go online, boom, Emdrol, 2 in my cart, boom, Nolvadex, 1 in my cart, send, it hits your doorstep, you open it up, and boom, you start your cycle. Then all of a sudden at 21 you're like, well, I'm pretty fucked up and things haven't changed since I was 18, since I took that Prohormone. Then you realize this might not have been the best idea, because more than likely at 21, after being off it for 3 years, that's the best things are going to be. As you get older, they get worse, okay? Different areas of your body break down. Hormonal systems break down. So right now at 21, this is the best you're going to be. At 25, it could be even worse. At 35, you could maybe not even be able to get an erection. So bottom line is, whatever you did, you fucked yourself up. And now, that's why I'm making this video, to tell you young guys, 18-year-old guys, I get stuff from 15 and 16-year-old kids every day on the daily asking me about prohormones. Methyl DMZ, which I don't know what the fuck that even means. Spawn, Epistane, all these random things, and I'm sitting here trying to Google these things because I don't know anything about them. And when you Google them, you find out all this random information about them anyway. So that's why the kids are so confused. You can't even get an honest opinion on what this stuff does, what it happens with it, because they haven't been studied. And this 15-year-old kids approach me. I had a 16-year-old kid, a 16-year-old, sent me an email this week, telling me that he just started his first steroid cycle. He's taken a couple different things, and he's worried about what happens when he comes off. Could it fuck him up for life? Could it do this? Could it do that? And then he goes on in the same email to say, well, I've been training for a year, which is not a lot of time, and I'm very mature for my age, so I think I can handle this. Mature for your age? You just made the most immature decision so far in your entire life to take a drug that could possibly fuck you up for the rest of your life, and people tell you it could possibly fuck you up for the rest of your life, and you took it, and as you start taking it, then you start worrying about it. That's not a mature decision, okay? A mature decision is, this could fuck me up. So me as a mature 16 or 15-year-old, whatever I am, you're not an adult, so I'm going to call you a teenager, mature teenager, I have to accept the responsibility that if I fuck myself up, I did it to myself, and I can't bitch and moan about it, and I'm going to need to see a doctor and deal with it on my own later. Not, oh my God, I don't want it to happen now, and I'm already halfway through it. Well, at that point, there's nothing you can do. So maturity does have a lot to do with these things, and that's why I always recommend, 18, 19, 20, wait till you're 20, wait till you're 21, because I remember being those ages. My thought processes were different. At 18, if someone told me to take 5 D-ball, and I took 5 and I was growing from it, I can almost guarantee you by next week I'm going to be taking 10. And I can almost guarantee you by the next week I'm going to take 15, because that's what my mindset was. But as I got a little older and I learned a little more about it, I realized that if you're taking 5 and you're getting the results, 5 more added to that could fuck you up possibly for the rest of your life, and at the same time it could fuck you up right now. So the idea is, be mature, but at the same time, be smart even if you're not old enough. Just don't use these things if you're worried. If you're the kamikaze kid and you don't give a shit about having kids, losing your hair, possibly fucking yourself up, possibly killing yourself, and you want to go on a blaze of glory like the guy Z's did, and that's your destiny, then fine. Only if it's where it's legal. Don't do it in America, and don't do it because I'm not telling you to go do that. But if that's your decision, that's fine. But if there's any reason where you stop for 2 seconds and say, this might not be a good idea, don't take the product. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.biostraining.com is the blog, and this is not a hormone bicep, a pro-hormone bicep. We're out.